Rachel Barenbaum, live at the Downton Abbey Library, and I'm here today with my special guest, Natalie Jenner, to introduce her amazing debut, the Jane Austen Society. Natalie, tell us, what is your book about?
My book is about 8 extremely different people who come together at the end of World War II to try and save Jane Austen's house.
So what is your favorite Jane Austen novel?
I always say Pride and Prejudice because it's like your first love. And
who is your favorite Jane Austen character?
Elizabeth Bennet, hands down, all the way.
What is your favorite fan fiction Jane Austen novel?
Ooh, I really love Bridget Jones' Diary. Yes. Helen Fielding is pretty much the reason I wrote this book along with Emma Thompson. I pretty much just want to meet them one day and have tea. And a shout out to Renee Zellweger, who's played Bridget Jones now 3 times to perfection, so well that when she interned in a British publishing firm for the summer in prep for the role, they didn't know who she was.
What do you think of PBS's latest production of Sanditon?
The second half of the series, I kind of really got into it.
What do you want people to take away from your book, The Jane Austen Society?
It's actually pretty simple. A character says it right near the end, and that is that sometimes hope is all we're left with, but hope can be just enough.
What was the hardest part about getting this book published?
This was actually the result of decades of trying to get published, and this particular book was easy. I landed an agent right away. He did an amazing job bringing it ready for sub, and it sold at auction, and it was pretty much the dream story from there.
In your past life, you owned a bookstore. What was the biggest surprise to you about being a bookstore owner?
That I never had time to read. Acting with people over books all day long, there's nothing better.
What is your favorite scene that you wrote in the Jane Austen Society?
My favorite scene in the Jane Austen Society is when the servant girl who is secretly cataloging the Knight family library finishes her work and does the thing that no one has thought of doing and changes the course of history.
I've heard incredible things about your audiobook. Tell us about your narrator.
My narrator is Richard Armitage, the British actor. He was in North and South. He's currently on Netflix's The Stranger, and he has got an incredible voice and was the direct inspiration for several of my male characters. That's how good his voice is. Yeah, he's the Mr. Darcy that got away.
Thank you, Natalie Jenner, for joining us here in the Downton Library on the Glam Cam. May you sell many, many books.
Thanks so much, Rachel.